We are looking at the Neobitat 40-volt brushless lawnmower. This was sent to me by the people over in Neobitat to check out their 40-volt lawnmower to see how it compares to my gas lawnmower that I have. The first thing I had noticed when I first picked it up was picking it up. It's light. Compared to a gas mower, it is very light. So we're going to see if it's also heavy duty, considering that it's so light. And the first thing I'd like to do is get to the batteries to make sure that they're fully charged before we start putting it to the test. Comes with a 13-gallon lawn catching bag. I have found that there are two schools of thought on using lawn catching bags. There's one school that says collect all the grass clippings so they don't create that level of mulch in your lawn and give you a lawn fungus or whatever like that. And then there's the other school of thought that says that use the grass clippings to feed the lawn again. So leave them on the grass and do not use this. I have gone a couple of years of bagging it and putting it out to the street for the recycling people to come pick it up. And then this season I had switched back to leaving it in the grass. So I am not going to use this because I currently do not catch grass. This is probably the battery packs. It says it comes with 2 batteries, and yes, it is. So there's one 20-volt battery, 5 amp hours battery, and the other one. We'll put these over here because that's where my outlets are. I'm assuming this is the charger. Yes, this is the charger. So we're going to start charging one of the batteries right now so we can get a head start on cutting the lawn. I will say it does have a pretty cool futuristic look to it. It's nice looking. Let's go through the instructions and find out how to put everything together. This gadget here, this is the handle for the basket. So that quick easily snaps in. Here's the grass catcher all done. But if you wanted to use it without it, this is already installed on the inside. Like so. So you would leave that in if you're going to use it without the grass catcher. Otherwise, you lift this up. This comes out. And there it is installed. But like I said, I'm going to do it without it. So I'm going to take the grass catcher off, leave it to the side, and I'm going to put this guard back in. It does have 6 positions for cutting the lawn, which that is a lot better than the gas mower, which you have to do the individual wheels. So that's a nice plus. To install the batteries, open up the cover, slide the battery in, push down till it snaps, and then do the same with the other side. And then close it up. To release the batteries, you're opening up the cover, push the button, they both snap out, remove the batteries, and then put them back on the charger. So we're going to try and match it up to the gas mower to see where it is in terms of blade height. So let me go get the gas mower from the backyard and we will do a side-by-side comparison. First obvious one when you see, it's definitely the gas mower is a lot bigger. The deck on this one is 22 inches across, where this one is 18. So that 4 inches is to make a big difference on how many passes you make on the lawn. So for a bigger lawn, it may not be the best tool for you, but for a smaller lawn, this is not a very big lawn, it shouldn't be too bad. The second, where I mentioned before in terms of the weight, this one, if I was to try and lift it, it's heavy. It's a gas mower, it's heavy. This one to lift, extremely easy to lift. I tried to beforehand, like I said, in terms of the other feature, if I wanted to change the height of the blade, I have to do each wheel individually, where this one is a simple lever. So that's its lowest. So I'm trying to match it. I'm assuming the blades are about the same underneath. So I may have to make an adjustment when I start making passes with this one, just to confirm that the blades are the same height, so we can do a side-by-side comparison. So next we're going to do a couple of passes with the gas mower and then a couple of passes with the battery mower and see what it looks like. So okay, I just finished this side of the lawn. The grass needed to be cut, so I was overlapping a lot and still was not getting all this cut. The blade probably does need to be sharpened as well. So I'm going to start the other one, the battery operated one now, with the same level of cut, see how it goes. So we have an apples to apples comparison. And then I might raise the blade just to do a couple of passes to see how it handles the taller grass. I did grab the batteries. They weren't fully charged. So if this is an epic fail, it's probably because the batteries weren't fully charged. And I'm trying to do this because it's cloudy and there's supposed to be rain coming in, so I'm trying to get this done as soon as possible. But it does help if the batteries are seated properly. Yeah, that was what my first thought was going to be. The blade is way too low compared to the other grass, so I got to bring that blade up. And it doesn't mulch, so I may have to use the grass catcher. So first we're going to start with the higher blade. Just see how that runs over this grass I've already cut. Running it back and forth. I don't think it's designed to be a mulcher. If it is, the grass is still too long for it. So I'm gonna throw the basket on it and see how it cleans with the basket on. What's that? Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. I guess I should have stopped sooner to empty out the bag. Just so used to just doing everything in one pass. Let me get a leaf bag and empty out this grass bag. All right, so just made a couple of passes with the gas mower and a couple of passes with the battery operated mower. Overall observations, I have this on level 6 right now, which is as high as it will go. This has a lot more room in terms of raising the blade. So this is as high as it'll go, but it matches what I have this setting to, matches what the rest of the grass has been cutting. But if I needed to go higher, it won't go any higher than that. Self-propelled versus not self-propelled. This thing is so light, you really don't need self-propellant on this anyway. It'll probably eat up the battery life anyway. So I would probably recommend not getting one self-propelled, because it most likely will use up the battery faster than having one that's just a push mower. Having a sharp blade, I've noticed a huge difference in how it cut this side compared to the other side. I was able to run this thing the full 18 inches in one pass, where this one I'm overlapping half the mower. So I'm basically cutting 11 inches on a 22-inch mower here, versus this one I'm able to cut the whole thing. Maybe time to, I mean, I've sharpened the blade before, but maybe it's time to just replace the blade and get a brand new one for this one. But the big test is going to be in the backyard. So in the backyard is a little bit different. First thoughts in regard to going to the backyard: one, this is a lot more maneuverable than the gas one. So I have a lot more corners to go around in the backyard. Having a smaller mower and being able to navigate around sharper turns will probably be a little bit more advantageous. The second part is there's leaves in the backyard. It's not even fall yet, but the leaves are starting to fall and they're all over the lawn. So we're going to see how it handles tall grass as well as leaves on the grass. So let's go to the backyard. After testing out this battery operated mower, I think I will put it in the shed and use it on a regular basis. I know I mentioned about the grass thing and then it doesn't do mulching. I did read the manual and it does mulch. Important to read the manuals. So this does come out, the bag comes out. So this is the mulch guard and it does slide in there. And it will mulch. Reasons why I would use it is because, one, it is battery operated versus gas operated, so you don't have to worry about buying gas. Granted, a lawnmower doesn't take that much gas, but gas is gas. So even storing it away in the winter, all this folds down nice and neat, and it'll take up this much space in the shed in the wintertime. We do have to talk about the batteries, because one of the things I was noticing when I was done and I wanted to charge the batteries again, it comes with a battery charger. And I'm like, it comes with a battery charger. I'm like, you got two batteries but one charger. That's kind of weird. And I didn't realize until after reading the manual on the batteries that there is a little tab here for a USB-C connection. So you can plug this into the wall using a USB to C port cable. So obviously it makes sense to have the batteries nearby the mower when you're going to mow the lawn. You're not going to keep the lawnmower in the shed and then keep the batteries in the garage. That doesn't make sense. Because I had purchased this for going out on a cruise, because they only have one outlet on the cruise. It's an Anchor hub. So it has 2 ports for USB and then 4 ports for C ports. So I am going to use this in the shed and get myself a couple of USB to C cables, and then I can plug in both of them, charge both batteries at the same time, and keep it in the shed. So here's a closer look at the charger. So you could use the charger, or you could use the setup that I have here with this hub that connects USB to C cables to the batteries. And as you can see, they're in the process of being charged. And that's a wrap on this battery operated lawnmower. Links are in the description if you're interested in one, and we're on to the next one.